the cheapest and the easiest thing to do is to manage the national team.
I didn't know.
Right now, you're the Blackstars my own team. Uncle and your committee be Uncle and say, BKB for Blackstars.
I mean, you say,
I buy one
I got this car.
No, what to ticket my players. The players don't know coach you. But the ball, you know, 2 days. No, my back. Near 3 years, scam or money, I'm more winning bonus. No, my say, near cop. Where you want? Football ni go. And a good kakra. Gradually, there be a say kakra. Mean who a period where Ghana football has sunk to this level.
Okay.
So nobody is ready to sponsor the league. People are not going to the stadium. And then transfer player. So many years ago, we were transferring players for $1 million. And then when they transfer, I say, and now we are also fixing fundamentals and you are in safe hands. You need any sponsorship. You need any Ngofongo Stadium. You need any strikers or Ghana in our league. We don't know why we need players who are so exciting.
Hi, the BKB show. We are back again, and that show no guest. I didn't even do Jumano. Oh yeah, one of the. I say my friend, a veteran. One of the pioneers when it comes to sports journalism. Or Ghana. Oh yeah, Jumai, so many years. Is it what I'm saying? Oh yeah, for 3 decades. Sometymer Otuo Acheampong Sometymer, and on a guest. Na any virtual community be yafa, you know, Jumedia ye a good year sama, you can already so you can on some. You ever share your game non so football. Ghana football said the AC call. Of course, you know say yanya after Yantechi administration, you be bra ko economization mu, ye nemu aba be pay circuit administration. They say that's what we and so Ghana chances of qualifying for the World Cup in 2026. That's just next year. When it's Ghana for Dodona, Ghana call World Cup. And also the new administration, because government, they say you are Omanpenyin for and I say a new government in place. The new sports minister. Anyone says him Minano. Yabeka. Timer.
Yeah, that's surprise.
And you may say we are saying how many years in radio?
Mr. T, Yem Fan say officially 1997.
1997.
Yeah.
1997 is the 28 years now.
28 years.
Wow.
28 years. But I say, well, we be answered any.
Oh, you
28 years. Because I say the first time Radio Universe was 1997.
1997.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I know, sir, never be now. But why are there? Okay, systems that the SSR and you still stay relevant.
My kind say, I say a reading related.
Okay.
Say once we bet me appreciate near my course now a good understanding. You become relevant. Be our own, say starting. We're all presenters.
Yeah.
We are commentators.
Yeah.
Now we are host of programs. Intin ODA is to read and ask good questions. So that we are ranting, will provide the analysis that you need. But you get tired.
Yeah.
See, I'm a bread.
Oh, bro. So they were ready to management.
Yes. You see, a Juma and Kauya, Unya Sikapa, the Havana, cause a core retirement. Kavan Seka, Yeska Gua. But Ujaya, who could it?
What do you know? I'm not going to this car. Of course, I'm more outside. The say you can see Nibi.
Oh, Nessie Nibi.
Okay.
You see, right. And you may be a scout. By a hour over brand.
Okay.
And the advantages you take from the job. For instance, so be a radio knows this can in Miami and say because one. You have opportunity to meet people.
Yeah.
And then Iska.
Yeah.
What I say?
Yeah.
For instance, what's now pure now at least 2,000 people are listening to you with different profiles.
Yeah.
Some will like you, and that is where you take advantage.
Yeah.
So what I say, And yes, sika ne wom, but the opportunities.
Okay.
Baby obi be di lies so no ye beka se bra.
Okay.
So baby obi be tu sika no, wo ntu sika. So you only take the good part of it. Yes, out now na say you to me pay we dey abeka sika ni.
Because I know I'm say a lot of but the guy say and say we now kapa oh how bit the baba say channel radio man.
Obi also is not cut for the job.
Okay.
I've said say you see there are basic things you need. You should be a good communicator.
Yeah.
Also our voice about appealing to people. Also a certain appreciation of what you so that's all your sports are.
Yeah.
Well, Mono, have you ever been a sports fan? And I say, what follow? So yes, I know all of us. I don't special sports presenter. You should have passion for it.
Yeah.
Young man say, Obi Oye, imagine Arsenal and Real Madrid bobo. Obi Oye bimpo. So that is not your area. And if you have the calling, dear nyame boa, unye sika bebreba, you'll be fine.
You'll be okay.
Yeah, because it's sika na anything. If you are ukoba na unya okay bitima say also yes scanning bi
there is scanning oh they are okay oh yeah if you okay but just scanning some who need job na my attend them yes for some they who qualify you just some yes for oh adwuma mu
I am vanessa say nanze esika ba de to mu yi say yes ento bi
there is some who dey na ehu no
yes e ja yeto
there is some who dey to ma be hye adwuma no
Oh,
David.
Well,
Timer, why you radio no? Why you Kumasi? Why you Accra?
Yeah.
But who say I'm focused about sports? Now say Kumasi no more thing. China Accra no. Meaning, who say na? Who say?
Okay, what I see in say on Accra no. I don't know. Say nipaneti omunka on the for instance in Accra, you speak about somebody. And the next 10 minutes, maybe your station.
Yeah.
And Tiama, na agenda no dosu.
Okay.
Yeah, say obeba. But the Mihu Kumasi from day one, they say there's a lot of competition here.
Yeah.
And then no fit it, no.
Yeah.
But the days of Capital Radio, there are always people are waiting kakra. Station bako. A free range. Yes, it be on a sports morning show. When a time when the competition there is not as keen as it is here. Young man said Nekumase pick about 6, 7, 8 radio TV stations. I mean everybody hosting the program or analysis, no. Everybody is good.
Yeah.
You don't see that difference. If you me modi about T station be out him say there's something unique about that station.
Yeah.
So that is where the competition can. They just imagine 9:30 to 12 or 10 to 12.
Yeah. Very keen.
Obia yebi.
Sports,
so you are forced to churn out your best.
Yeah.
And back where say young kwan and that's what the difference here. Kumasi and I see sports now. Kumasi for any home more. Essay crime.
Okay.
Because of you see the cosmopolitan nature of Accra. Who's the Kumasi there? Almost everybody on Teresa and Kotoko.
Yeah.
It changed after 2000.
Yeah.
Time and hearts. Yeah. But almost every young man growing up was Kotoko. And they want to hear something about Kotoko. But in Accra, there are a lot of ministries, public services. Just say the agenda there is too big for sports to dominate.
Okay.
But I had the Kotokono also.
Yeah.
That's why clearly when Blackstars come, there's a difference.
Yeah.
And a Kumasi so ye jijini paso.
Okay.
And to Obibo Kotoko Yehuna ne na first choir presenter, right? Kanenwa na adwuma yi ne nyansa sei.
Bi hu an ne
agya. Ba bia ha oni ba sei asei. First nzo hwe a etena ba bia nkofo na netua.
Yes.
Seze ona betua.
Ona betua mom.
So
first of friend ubi a friend ubodia who was save number friend no is go from
say oh say money skenti mo so ngo tia na mo ana mo ye they say car minister for etu na mo and you do obi am obi ska ti o mo fa no say mo na mo car ya akese no say adwuma sika wo mo na mama is here bre no that's the problem.
Well you share your game in Ankasa football. I know say being in the system for 28 good years. I mean, we a number of them. Nana Badla, Ben Kofi, Oma Baby Chichemia, Jaulane, Oma Abenina, ABC and Ghana football move from baby na baby drune. Neno. Do you believe, say the baby go for say Ghana football is in good hands? You think Ghana football is in good hands?
It's not. It's in for me. Because I think it's in the west of hands now.
The west of?
Yeah, me Ghana football. I mean, I did football at even before I be a presenter. I've always liked football. Me a period where Ghana football has sunk to this level.
Okay.
You see, it's not. Here, my example. How can you play a league without a sponsor? And then remain in 2025. Sebi, would you make a cry? You know your sources of that. Okay, you win the Ghana Premier League and you are giving how much?
And the first night 30,000. This is almost 500,000 Ghana cedi.
Okay. So who is sponsoring the league?
$30,000 on my any sponsor.
Who is the broadcast right holder of the league? Just say and there are basic things. So I say, you see, Krobia is football in is their legal.
Yeah.
It is not the national team.
Yeah.
Second national team. When was the last time England won anything?
66.
But Obiso Obo League is a Premier League.
Yeah.
So if you are not paying attention to the league, in 2020, Obo League will be Mejai. Now, bona mokumu ko bitimi ka se Mejai mi mobi. Tia Obo. Obi timi Mejai League ni mi mobi. Obi si e kopema bo mi ntimi mobi. Obi si support ya koji support abu na kuno. I mean, how can you say is insane? What is the savings here? Who say, "Yeah, no more dad or more." Some go for no more savings. If you meet them in private, the things they will tell you, they know from the executive council to the GFA president, and the woman say Ghana born in Koye. But I say, and then, when in PR, you're able to paint things very right, and yet, let's do this simple calculation.
Okay.
To say Kotoko, I'm told they are paying players like 10,000 cedis, man.
10,000, 15.
Okay. What would be the financial benefits if Kotoko should win the league? One, you know there are three main sources of generating revenue in football. Match day, which is Nippon Mobile Stadium.
Stadium, yeah.
Commercial revenue, sponsorship, paraphernalia, and others, and then broadcast. These are the three key. Or are the transfers? Now, there 4. Okay, let's pick them one. If you want to know, say football is in safe hands, let's look at them. They are not going to the stadium. It is basic. So if you have a product, every Dubai is in safe hands. They don't go to the stadium. 2. Team Ben or sponsor. And next class, I don't know whether they have 2 or 3 sponsors. So nobody is ready to sponsor the league. People are not going to the stadium. And then transfer player. So many years ago, we were transferring players for $1 million. And then when they transfer, so all the angles in this back clubs. Anyhow, so what savings are we talking about?
Say clubs, you know, it means clubs in the proactive. Almost clubs now so market your games, you know. Almost market your teams, you know, no sponsors.
So if you are an organizer, right? Say, organize it. Your man say, you invite me, I will show you so. And the Maybano. And I'm the plaster Acatamania, Cabmatana. Why are they asking the clubs to be proactive? The organizer should first be the proactive person. Now, what carry on to those who are patronizing your product? Okay, and can be a clubs and 3 proactive. And at the remaining 15 proactive, I say they are not. But which club is proactive? And the constant factor is that all the 18 clubs are not proactive. And you think there's no reason? nipa ni nyina nye proactive o de omo nyina omo nye proactive na den na yentimi ma ba akokora nye proactive. So what I say, at least there should be a what comes the title sponsor here.
I'm the title sponsor here, so when you broadcast, you know.
And who is the broadcast? Yeah, no TV or Techima, but could be working here. They come home and say, I mean, why are we doing this? Also, bad on you, man. We are here, can be
But meaning so on TV that I'm saying Keta can on a number of occasions say, "O take you over Ghana footballer na enye."
That is.
Ena inti onokra.
So why is there the need for the takeover? I didn't think Ghana for to be MPP free or NDC mra. It's not for a change.
Yeah.
And if you take over, and you're the second term, no.
Yeah.
So after 4 years, you couldn't fix the fundamentals. You are in your second term and you are still talking about takeover. Now you need to go for a borehole. See, I could to borehole, say, and never, you could to borehole, brekum, obisi media, we see, and you say, you see, all my PR now, right? Any you one, okay, and I say, Neko Madrid,
yeah.
And look at Yana say example, no way. Let's look at Tanzania. I know you have traveled a lot. Where? Oko South Africa and Tanzania and Kenya hakura and go and take sponsorship of the league. So today, Tanzania plays for Simba, the other club. With 80,000 people in the stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are Nipanko.
They are buying our players.
Nipanko. Now no talk about the Nipanko radio station in Asia. Still, I Nipanko. Almost all my idea. They are not the events. Happy hour.
Aye.
You see. Minim seke omo adwuma ka that's how they run it. Happy hour, Memra Stadium free. No my bet no says no entertainment to appease the happy hour slogan.
Yeah.
Omo ye happy hour, they did not bring artists and kolankrana ever underground at the drama. So what is this? I think that on say the man who about GFA near the end say omo baby omo nyo musika. So they do politics with the clubs, try to mystify everybody. Now, no, they say I could check out my
FIFA forward.
Okay.
So I'm seeing the next one. FIFA is almost about 8 million.
Yeah, so I have before no. I have before no. How many here? How many cars near there? You see, it's good you fix the fundamentals.
I'm someone that called grounds.
I go ahead.
Because district levels,
No, my God.
I'm someone that heard a whole development.
Good are Sani Muti, you know, because district level. Yeah, to grow more. Papa no give your grave as Yakubu. And at this level, let the league be attractive first of all. Let people struggle at Division 1 to come to the Premier League. Also, you create a competition from underground.
Yeah.
Meaning, say me go Premier now. Me qualify, I am say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And no transcends to. Then the Premier League and the Division 1 will go for the younger talents. But where they I say gimmicks be, politics be, they are not serious with our league, right? So we they are serious. People and go for international. You see, I was asking them. There are so many investors in Ghana. Kakra from UK investors and they say industries pay them to research.
To research, yeah.
Yankoye Stadium, no. I've not seen a single document why people are not going to the stadium.
Yeah.
I've not seen a single document why the corporate
world
is not interested in our game. And now we are also fixing fundamentals. Now you are in safe hands. So you need any sponsorship. You need any Ngofongo Stadium. You need any strikers or Ghana in our league. We don't know why we need players who are so exciting.
I'm saying Ipan Stadium because you concentrate so much on Amanone and some European leagues. No?
So I manage a radio TV station. If one of your publics, your stakeholders, say or pay attention to something else, what should you do? Now in the entertainment world, don't you have artists who are charging $200,000-$300,000 Ghana cedis?
Yes.
Because of branding.
Yeah.
And the right, so many years ago, so you saw it when I able to put players on TV.
Yeah.
Because Kotoko are signing players.
Yeah.
So why don't the GFA organize the clubs to understand that, look, to get money, to get attraction, these are the things you should do. Because oh yeah, there, if you have studied anything about negotiations, only will be here, Juma, right? Usisi na, Juma nebegu.
Yeah.
What I learned from negotiation class, and say, I'm not here, no, Juma. If you decide not to pay them, and I say, oh, my watch the back when you call them and nobody will come.
Yeah.
And Jubo said, you man,
Agree, yeah.
yes, you are the main man. You take a chunk of it, but at least Kakram deserve their farmer.
Exactly.
So if the clubs are not being active or proactive, what stops you from inviting the club to discuss issues like Minianum, a DNT and a corporate world in fee, a DNT and a league? Call the media people. We are in it together. So what I say, then I'm yes, sir. League, yeah, idea. Then you give them reason to stop discussing us now. So why are we? So you find out the entire Real Madrid, Chelsea, no. I want now be say and go for access to information cry key with the click of a button. And not 2 hours before the game, no be any lineup.
Yeah.
Everybody going home knew say me kwa ko ball no ha. So till studio away, man. People are interested in knowing what is going on. So that's what you give them.
Yeah.
And but them say they are lazy because I don't want to believe they don't know. Most of them say we've worked with them before. You cannot tell me say Kurt is not aware of this. I know Kurt way back in 1997, 98. He was a very, very good journalist. He knows how to criticize. All of them prosper, all of them. Almost say media people are not interested in promoting the Ghanaian product. Why didn't?
Because I mean, looking at the Okano, very knowledgeable people, or profiles, maybe yeah. But you must say, they say,
I so. Oh, say, I said there's a difference between car free and the eco speed. So say car go speed. Which means the driver and the tip free in bar.
Okay.
Who's a need communicate? But who's a back and your mom will saying.
And then I want to believe that the whole idea of that third term, no crowd here.
Maybe oh my jaika. Who's my jai?
There be after World Cup. Say Ghana be qualify for World Cup.
I'm going to test it. Now I'm on who's my jaika? I'm here there. Oh my view, the document is ready. Bibia that them settle. Nah, no, young already a man for Becca. Almost say ni. Of course, be after World Cup, no. Go far back, but the bat 10 times. A man for the ball 10 times.
But even with the national team, any Nyoma Kosoka Kran and saying Ghana failing to qualify for the AFCON. Idea we are Ghana outside the general ground.
Say idea pa nipa right. The cheapest and the easiest thing to do is to manage the national team.
I didn't know.
Right now, we are the Blackstars my own team. Uncle committee be uncle say BKB for Blackstars.
I mean, to say,
no, what to ticket to my players. So players don't know coach you. But the ball bonyo na be 2 days. No mamba. Near 3 scam or money and more winning bonus. No match near cop. Where you want? There we would can great see. Okwa bawa no atro. Sometimes be a higher TV so near so say be a bema referee say ye be we say we just offer you the almost for business class. No maba no maba baller semenyo bo enyo to ado na kire no party dia no na kire no omo training 2 days no akeka omo abom ni akobobo. And Ghana is blessed to have these players. Now we heading the Blackstars and omo njai kan they should see omo onim dia omo former league na very attractive. And if you want to do, you can do it.
Now, Juma was in a D. People were paid $100,000 for spending 12, 13 days with the Blackstars at the World Cup.
Some go buye. They take everybody for granted. Go buye na. One mom this kind of mom so someone no much deal. Say deal. Na no sort say so man penny say. Yeah, budget in trade.
Budget in trade. Also, you guys say secret. But sports minister also.
Or the trade.
There we also.
Man, Benina Casa.
On carry.
I mean, we the school the work up for phone on the Google budget.
Okay.
Budget.
Yeah.
Budget. The casa budget. We are maybe.
Okay.
Budget.
The casa budget.
Budget.
Okay.
So, move phone the abroad for the.
Oh, whole time.
Budget. Today, budget.
Okay. Budget. Okay. An estimate of income and expenditure for a set period of time.
Is it not an estimate?
Estimate.
Ain't you know? Say, yeah, but say, me know me, you know. Actually, you took my co Germany. A car, you be born. You be free Kumasi na Concran. You be call airport. And I don't be a flight in Kwana. You be that hotel. A day chance a flight in Beko. You be Didi. That's what we call estimate budget. And no man penny say mo ye we are. Mumfantre Ghana for. Minister na cost spend this Ghana we also the betray a tree. O man penny so edin. Timi de.
Ususu say.
Me susu say o man penny wo hu sa asem no kan wan kan yi. So I say.
Okay.
E bia we nya briefing ni yi afi no wanya. Senkanya say it doesn't make sense. See, you can say state of the nation addresser. Enya grow.
Yeah.
Samre no a omampanyi ka Ghana said the city the echo unim state of the nation address and ma me never gift you na dey chin obai o say no two kwan or ye ni bibi omampanyi bold say people there and dey chin no aba. It's a very powerful statement from the president. The president said Ghana for boss work and he mentioned the 2 games. The president was specific. Some match na ye ne chart
Any Madagascar
bebono. I have directed and I'll say a boss says this any money in will not be shrouded in any secrecy. Yabobo na wi ya bomb players na ko diet here baby. Am I? O man banyin carry. We read see dun kejas na camera bi. Was it paper bi report to say President Gofo Nyame obekume. President Von carry. To Nyame obekume ampa. So if the president, means the president only say more born in here. And now that in here, Babo. Why busy?
Onimba no go team go team no.
Entino, minister and father and my no. They no work. One farm, as a crowd of the bow behind him, me say what the me the heading. Because you obey what dear we. Or my cost spend this kind of way. Or say answer now best man no. Let the Ghanaian people see it. Yeah, too.
Minister say Sani antagonize FA.
The minister no, or yeah, the spokesperson for the FA. Oh well.
I didn't see the ministers. No last one.
So be Henry Nkasebi.
On the
Kasa my DFA. On the Kasa players no do mine in Jamie and Kamasep. Only defend why the players should fly business class. Because of jet lag. On the church DFA in Zemu. When come to a carton to be a mo famo Henry Mumunya mame. Most of them maybe not a President Rollins on the spokesperson of Juman and any Jamon. And no day, and sometimes probably he forgets he's a minister.
I'm a man for starting disappointed. Say. I mean, we are going to have a minister who will not be a check on the FA.
But rather, a minister in the maybe a matter where I harness hopes, say minister, Bibe Babe. You see, it has been consistent though. Obia Ba. Obeki can the next time he meets the GFA, none of
I don't know more. Nilante was.
And they say, "Oh man, penny discretion."
Okay, anyway.
Nilante seki ebutia.
Kagana for the.
Gobenya be 95%. But in the wisdom of His Excellency, he said he will not be the best. And wa command baby, I said, but wait there.
Obviously, wait there near record time. I said. Was started defending FA in terms of normally
and you see Ghana no but your problem back they are say Chad and I say Madagascar. So all of a sudden the FA is good, the minister is good. Yeah, be call World Cup. Now me nobody cares about the money again.
Exactly.
And that's the problem we have. Inti be ko be ba no na issues no. Second ikrobi so the fact that we couldn't go to AFCON. And I own the money quite serious. We played against teams. The only team we were beating.
Angola.
Yeah, Sudan. Unim say last time ni coaches in the back kasa. They are your for example.
Yeah.
Unim so unim Sudan.
I'm go order.
I'm go order. Yeah, ni win a ball no qualify.
Then in Niger.
Yeah, ni Niger. Na Niger be kroma. Na enti there na safe hands be na bright to onu o makabo mu kan. Oh, we are not in safe hands. It's the worst GFA I've ever seen in my life. Me, would you imagine from 97 till now, at least. As Mr. Assessor called GFA from 1997. I've seen chairman, vice chairman of the FA from Oheneba Charles Mo, Nana Badla, Deko Cab, and Kofi, Kwesi Nyantechi, all of them till now. Me who time are you football no? I say certainly. I can't imagine.
There be a mekase. Me nye sure say obi ebe wa koto na Obama be a presidential candidate be based on the fact that be a oba be ama football and sports. Name obi betimi akoto na be tia obi.
Yeah.
Based on the Odiaye football and Odiaye sports.
NDC suffered in 2014.
Because of the Brazil.
Omo book no mo try no. I'm told it was captured.
Yeah.
Say one of the reasons why they lost the 2016 elections, not Brazil na come.
And you expect that after Omako Abano?
So it's going to be the qualification on here. But my point is, you see, we should look at the development of the game. And I'm convinced, say, if your national league is doing well, and that's so we are in 2025.
Yeah.
Right. Meaning the number of sponsors who are on your show. Oh, can't sponsor.
Yeah.
You are talking sports.
Sports, yeah.
But you have 10, 8, 15 people who are interested in sponsoring your show.
Yeah.
Show now Walker Sports, mostly football. No?
Yeah.
They are interested in sponsoring it. But the same people are not interested in sponsoring the football that you are discussing.
Yeah.
Meaning so what you must say? Obeka Kotokone Accra Lions. And nunti obisu ma fa dwumadi no hoka. Ba Kotokone Accra Lions no mo gina ho bo no. Obi ambeso obeko. E dey asem. Why is it that today media houses, me organizing events, they get people who are sponsoring, paying 500,000, sometimes 1 million Ghana cedis. One media house, one entity. But on your ready to be to any football club, because you know what? The thing is on TV proper.
Yeah.
Nipeni Stadium Hall. And go for sponsor, they don't get return on their investment because clubs no need GFA no cry. No more. It was a billboard and there. Ghana electronic billboard crab in the stadium.
But could be a shame to use it.
And there will save fans in there. And yet,
so how quite many because they say clubs so you expect
the first way is to study what people are doing. I am a person South Africa for Asempa. You know you've been there a couple of times. Almost bought a photocopy of the EPL.
Yeah.
Look at their fixtures. Say Liverpool, any Manchester or match, there's no match for that league at that time.
Yeah.
So the fixtures is an issue. Time never born.
And
never about 3 p.m. today.
Yeah.
We are getting 3 p.m. And then can you know what stops us from playing baby or team manager? Maybe at 10 a.m. in the morning. What I say? Go for
Sunday Italy for Sunday
that's what you do.
9:30, 10.
2 fixtures in there. There's no fairness. League na airborne. Me say league way got to go into I check 3 weeks. I'm told I cannot say CNN because you want more and go for some league. It be an entity. The matter no. What I say?
They serious. Na league when
you try you obeji.
Division 1 says any momon
beba. And pass when abem. So say if there's no fairness, as I'm not saying there's sanity, but the attitude no. Say I'm not fairness. I mean if the referees are not fair. So what I say? Now no little survey about why people are not going to. I'm so because referee we decide the match. People are not fair. Because stadium on that seat is why you feel over sorry neighbor. washrooms are bad. Oko stadium scoreboard for you to know what is happening. Into Tifia, he rather gets to know the players more than going into the stadium. Or commentator and be score line. But the stadium go no bar who say there's nothing on the scoreboard. The scoreboards are not working. Why you fin time near the bond in yet players they are not efforts to let people know these are the players. You need billboards showing the players. Now no koto kwampoku bayi. Kwampoku kabe krum na the picture boho. Kwampoku the new the what I say. And then the crowds are not using the social media to promote their matches. Reduce the traditional media baza ubia amfo ubia ho. Edu baby a okra unim ade echina match
I'm wondering why you ain't doing here because
must say payo because FIFA sika no na yebedie clubs in very
FIFA is giving us 1.250 million
yeah
for operations
so
operational cost
na the every president say insua de enti FIFA sika
no na me person me baso
okay
o say FIFA sika na se FIFA sika in fan tobas FIFA sika o say in fan
yeah tiase but FIFA sika no so see in fan nya na di tua the administrative staff of the GFA aya nya da na frɛ how much we are paying people at the end of the month of Ghana Football Association, the number of people who are employed, how they were employed, and sika omuji never clubs no so almost the benefits that they are getting from playing the league. Don't forget association.
Association, yeah.
So if you join an association and say the is why people are still interested in putting money in that league. Now no me Karela for no that hotel be anom that I was surprised. A hotel individual crowd so kwa yeah easy.
Okay.
They were there for 2 days because with him na ade adwa da wia Omni Nations ebo abrankase. Can you imagine this? Nations FC and Karela 3 p.m. abrankase. Monday. Now why na ngore? 3 p.m. abrankase na adwa dia omom tiere omye so se bi kura kwa afuom na omomai. Omom be free as Joada how many people? And because say everybody said the GFA wants to punish the clubs. We're free Karela and omo the same Tamale chire ho baby. At the basim abba. They are spending 2 days, 2 nights omo the hotel. Omo yoma kwansa no ko fuel alone. Na omo ko about 3 p.m. wa brankase. No TV coverage. No so makosho no mabom wi anomoko. What kind of people are we?
Something everything so more sad transportation there you omo go to buses say omo de be boa. Omo the buses so buy omo sin ye.
Buses there.
The omo the mad division 1 for na every.
Right, to go faster for. Well, what they say in division 1. They
They say I know omo the boa division 1 for now is the premier for there be ba na yi. Because buses na say buy e come start complaining. Oh.
Why they complaining? Say ko say answer. Say answer. Na no answer Yakubu say no dey so dey ma new Odubiase SHS.
I know say me no nya adwe. Na onye good for club I don't know.
Some internal rounds no we.
Am twi no okrum.
Say for say Odubiase betu kwan akọ Western region. Any ade ade won say nye no.
Okay.
And to be a SHS for no. No mo dey internal rounds ni ade ade.
Omo go fa emo ni ayi.
No mo dey go no mo go.
But your situation
must save hands.
Your situation
serious, but as you pay attention, you football ni go. And egu kakra. Gradually there be ano essay kakra kan. So 6 years ago it wasn't like this. At least the league had a sponsor.
Yeah.
At least the league was on TV.
Yeah.
Me bo na next start in the league no. Yeah be a big drop kakra. A banana no come a TV ye be ngeto e bia be ebi and the come out na o hwebo na araho you don't see the presence of property.
Your coverage in there in fact omo mo amano ne kwade anom bofu say you got na ayunzi e go hwe
yeah some of these save hands
omo na save hands
but na agu is omo we mo boy and Golanum Zombe sports.
And sadly, and save hands, save hands. Save hands, I said, who's it? Mekai said, some of us decided to take to the streets.
Yeah.
To demonstrate.
Musumoko and I'm good. Say, Command skills. There
be obi omuti meska.
This is said you.
Yeah, demonstration no. Yeah, say be Kumasi there. And a parliament be the speaker.
Yeah, woman tao.
Friend say Oma take up the matter, so there is no need.
And then I'm going to take you up. I could say.
Na media ha make a can say.
They take you up. I could say.
Take you up. You know, my friend. Some parliamentary select committee should handle it. My friend say interview no me you know na some yanting. We had journalists. Almost today na demonstration. Almost yeah press conference.
Come here.
Say Ghana football is in safe hands.
Come here.
From the come here.
Yes, I survival. I say, I mean, sure, that is a trend now. If you assume any position in Ghana, the Obens also be pay or more as we fight your mouth. Na sikana wunyan omo mbidi. So,
okay.
Tinkoma yedi. Ubo say, osta u show a. Ubo say ase ho no. Your go for mba bi di atem. Asuma omo so omo di atem.
Okay.
Ni amom kakra. So what
you to one uti. Now we do my
community nya de kro. E come de no unity. Nipa no. Nipa on say o ma take advantage. It's a clubs you mo koto abai. The clubs themselves. They don't do kwan. That's what I say.
No, I mean, you are a club. You need money to run your club.
Because you know say I be that for about 10, 12 years now me Deportivo. You see, comrades will not come to the Congress or anything. And the men I was swimming, so maybe a hot man. Nasi be a min ko baby ada near catchers say, you do be cutting wako Morocco. You are very as a Togo Grand order. So they take advantage of the situation. If you want no man or the party don't call America, Bakwaba. Obu okure kwa ni akuja ho mabiem. Obi also so near the kwa. So those who are paying the money are not the ones what I say involved in decision making.
Yeah.
And even at the executive council level, no. How many of them are club owners?
Okay.
So, no, he's a board member of the GFA. Ebia Mr. Mika, with all due respect to them, be any sika near the team.
Yeah.
So, no, ne pay them ne is it you 5,000, 6,000 a month. This any power, you know. They na person worker. And on the back vote during the election. You see, so the political structure of football itself is a problem. So, and because a favor, you don't change it. I once said it. Say, you see, if you have 18 Premier Division clubs, apart from the owner, the one who is paying money, nobody should be allowed to vote. So the 18 club owners,
yeah.
So based on message, I mean, the break club owner, no, whether I'll be protecting his investment or so, okay, I call a good message, I'm voting for him. But also, my name is Deportivo. Mimisi can count. And now vote the way it favors me,
so
which is going to the market trip.
The World Cup 2026.
Be am in America da. And as my koda kra me call holiday, am me taking my da hotel.
Unity Cup UK.
Unity Cup UK. Ti no sans and for no almost di atem no. Omo a fighting system no omo na be call. Because no UK no heaven onim there UK. The problem no. And also me catch say nye you.
The situation no the Africa
continent to enye. Me da ma ba mu buye ada minister no ka say the pressure my team.
When I'm budget now.
For once resetting now I say abaso no there. You reset baby say reset. Minister so players no kro mo na ya na yo mo ye ntino mo probi na me anye ma bambu da no say enye.
Well, they say when you know you call World Cup. World Cup, it looks like you will qualify. I mean, now if I'm here, we have problems.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Earlier,
my catcher said managing the national team is not a problem. National right now, you're Mosca. You're treated to a BBM. Sponsorship class are boom. Oh, yeah, management committee member, Bessa Mosca. Can't you manage this? Nanema manage anyway. Players in the Mombo border. And one say the Ukrainian for those who are doing well. There are a lot of Ghanaian players outside there who are doing well. Me kwa bit matna selection bit him their bow bia. Nya fa coach. Na coach.
Talking about Coach Otuo, were you surprised that Oman Pam no?
I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised because yeah, we AFCON so take comments and e koso. I say me za go for me minimum o. Minimum ntino. Almost 30 bibia ya me hu ba bia. What is so special about Otuo? Ti Kroben pan it say Ghana, you know more level. Young qualify for AFCON. You better agigi coach so. Then we go and get somebody who was not even interviewed.
Yeah. He applied.
He applied. Yeah, I'm friend of Musana Sem.
So Mama be advice.
Yes, so qualified for interview. We go to that person. Say brabi two. To me enko. Ana asem fufu bi eni.
Yamra. Your system, seriously means that. But how do we solve it? I'm thinking, how do we solve it?
Solve it because Obiano,
because Nippon Baby's ministers also Munyaku could do person make change the system.
President Mama na minimzo program ohebio. Samo mama kwanya. Me kuse be nadaroma. Me friend say man reset Ghana no nya football no. Your Excellency meaning say ball uni mu kakra wadi eche ball bi aye boy nne any commercial realization, any broadcast realization, and ne wiase baby a ball I could do.
Yeah.
And yet for nothing, and Saudi Arabia for anyone for because we are bringing
all the
big
stuff,
time footballers here. It won't soon some economy. No? You exercise yourself. Born in Koyu. My mama dada in Koyi. And then your ball a Ghana for President Dako de Ribi. Obi anti stadium ho. Nobody is attracted to go and watch our league. TV so you ye Bobby Sakwa. And then I know has a for Bobo. Yes, you may feel go.
Go Tuba.
You don't go Tuba. Mwamomra said Tuba or your categories of matches are more.
Has given me a category.
Now, ya, your Excellency, Unimia, Ubia, we are very poorly. We are now catching the process for Ebeko Stadium. What the question that President Sumobiman go Stadium, police for Senate. We are in trouble. No, not some money, Kobo Boa, your Kobu players and Mujani and the other. Where were the police? It's your born, dear, no. Born, I say, I buy one from Manuntum, them why. So the scanner of the man has said him no crano. When the matter kakra.
The Abua clubs.
The Abua clubs no kakra because owners nebre is a mammy show. There's a certain trend. Time my way. As you can form in your home. They are just interested in that recreation.
Yeah.
Dr. Kwame said, why in a Juman and Yamia Tun in some no piagum to be affed. Agama. Ubenya Samatas didn't go south, we go almost so.
Some of them.
Yeah. And they say Limpele or bre papa, young apostles. Unya crew began. Nana Kwame, Chelsea, skills. No, the name. Everybody now is not getting anything from football. But can you need to talk a crowd?
Yeah.
And then turn and fat. Since you raise salaries, no. And he
confess no one negative.
Go now, no. Namiadum no tum was a kotokomia mehe. Nam tea, how much they spend, utum was spend in a month on a Sante Kotoko. Say no tum for the easy kejo tum for Ed. But people are enjoying. If you know the omu feeling football here because FIFA discover. And the more this more no di. That's a problem. And the national team crowd, there's no fairness. In Golangola team, you Frank of Kakrebi players now. First, no, who be there Kakra said at least you hope So munya baby far, Mobenya, no Munquadia. That's the problem.
Kotokone has me and Usa come here the two big clubs.
They are very disappointing, Chamo Makajina. Very, very disappointing. And they are my GF from something they should help themselves. Imagine, say, as of all, you have a Casper Stadium. Near the colleague, near you near the go to Banadia, Tia, what to say. We look at here, Kotoko. But you see, it do baby, said the GF 4 can okay. I ask myself, say, okay, if Asante Kotoko and a Bokaya is so muboya, I'm only assuming if they are even spending 300,000 cedis every month, I'm told they spend more than that in a month. Not Rema Kotoko no so any attempt to recoup because Sikana Beba no more ba na there be a ska way they call Nipango Stadium. The football is no more attractive to anybody. Almost there. Because the one sponsor is the same.
High sense no feel.
Yes, was a sponsor. Omo be in more than 1 or 2. But now they had about 10 of them.
Yeah.
And then you. So how are they surviving? The mess back was say media for and they have football now. The GFA should meet the media people. Now among change the managers so transparent.
Maybe I think there's some stakeholder engagement. Amaso.
We then make media no kwa.
There be some maybe I'm going to stakeholders. Come on, me just swag paying for me. No, oh my, but as I'm
swag, grassy intimate can GFA for us.
It's been come as is a Musuma
maybe just swag paying you.
Oh, but so
me original chairman.
I know
me free at school.
There is so
Bastoy. Said GFA president was swag new. On a prosper ne all nice swag for. It's never you kuma. Almost a mate to me. Why is the president Quabneboa? What can you see as is what can be at GFA with? Or says he be general secretary. It's been come as
any your problem.
Now, and then who's your problem? Miss born in you. Man, trust me. Me, Sadi be you. Namka car free need a good speed. And ye,
we just say a change in administration will also help. Maybe it's a similar.
It's a change in the political structure, the structure. Administration, the influences on Biama.
Okay.
Sebia, Kate, if you know before Fraba. Me, I don't think so. I was saying, like it's happened in the UK and in England. The club owners, those who are putting money, they should be the ones deciding for everybody.
Yeah.
So what I say, Omo was say, Omo how it should go. Because if you are spending about 400,000 every month, 34 billion.
But say we mommy, it be a club owners.
Why?
Cat so a club owner. Randy a club owner. Marcado a club owner.
Then me say a duel on the Premier League.
The Premier League, okay.
And Nasa Randy Becker say, or Tusikagua Wunya. Kurt himself to be a problem there, or more a system be a players near there, they know how to do that. You know, Kurt is noted for that kind of business. To be on Kolabi or the Ombefa, the Omakwa. But what we should know is that Manchester United intimate the Anton. They are born more mobile. So Omono crowd there, they may not be in that tight situation. But to say clubs like a no near dear no Omunya we almost spend this kind. And Yanka almost supporters, the supporters too are putting pressure on the clubs.
Kotokone has, especially.
The supporters are not helping them. The football in the future, this is man paying them, said American. Not to interfere, but a discussion on our football. Nimusa questions. What happened? And I'm be an annual year. Maybe I was a Ghana League, company like it is a Guinness.
Yeah.
And the telcos here, Telcel, MTN, why are they all not interested in our football clubs and in football? And then they buy. But these same people, on VGs, TGMA night, no must spend millions of cedis to sponsor it.
Huge sums, huge sums.
These are the questions we should be asking ourselves.
Yeah.
Name finding solutions to it. And that's how they are. And the business community should be interested. But they don't throw money away just like that. If you have dealt with them,
yeah, of course,
you need justification.
Yeah.
Clubs no cry no more.
The kind of McDan could make key point to say, Ombudsman so the non-sponsor Premier League was it. Chacha no do so do. Emma F ni bufu
they know that Chacha no do so. And then people know the result of matches before they are played. They know. Match be what we are analysis everything. And I'm for some no. And I'm for some madam for ne BKB. Anyway, you know, yes, it's not documented, but you see them happening. With them, I mean, stretching on, I mean, more. And then people are still, I don't have no evidence, but people are still paying money to refugees. After a nurse, they are doing so they want them to influence you. Or come baby, no one, Johnny, I channel. Tell you, Uncle League, Nasa man, you are going to go.
And I know a Barbie see from Nansan, Compogu CID. Manso do be a former EDC or team be Mansuma or so one and young for Ben Nabi Nakabum. Ojali, Ozonibi.
Ojai.
Was you Vaso?
You go to see.
Well, young rap here, but Yamra Arsenal, Kaka, Arsenal, there, when you say, oh, 18 on the John.
Yeah.
What's the Arsenal which are the Champions League? Who did you at Teta Musa? That Nansana, the Arsenal fans who are saying that Teta Common Pamno.
My position on Teta is quite documented. Right, as a student of supply chain management and management as a whole, who kind of be an Arsenal that? You remember, Arsenal became an Europa League club.
Yeah.
Year in year, about 3-4 seasons.
Yeah, Europa League now.
This guy comes the first season, no JFA Cup. If you are no okay, as Ateta started no about 3 back B, or players or better on last Senate anchor for no, or the omo board J Cup no. Then he started to move to another level of changing the way we play. Today in Europe, the man is unique. Yes, I'm a supporter and I can say. Now me no can on check in the last 2 years teams on my Arsenal, most of them are defensive clubs or more between there actually but Ubiema okay time I said that started so what Pep Guardiola ne jogging club money at okay the last time they beat him or by first almost 4-3 in few you no come here so almost mention that today Lewis Kelly, 17 no. And we are see.
I'd love to see that boy versus
the best train number 3, sir. Lewis Kelly. Obi anti when you train that and no Rodri as a wine. We must hear in a few montem Rodrigo near in a few. Ateta na nearby where let's check the injuries Arsenal have had. 4 months, 3 months, 4 months, 3 months. This season alone, 6-7 players. Japan, you know, has a very
Tomiyasu.
Omobido. Calafiori. We pray Kwabasa. Today,
even Justin Timber last season only 3 games.
And big gap in the
yeah.
But look at the way Kiyo has fixing. And Arsenal players from more unchained till the end of the season. 9 as in Num. Kai Havertz, Gabriel, Jesus. Japan Aboni when we break in change. Yet he's playing. Look at the way he converted a boy to number 9. The Avengers Spain Merino. And then assist goals. Ateta there also coaching goals you are there on also running coaching seminar.
Hey.
But Don't you like the way Arsenal play?
Oh, of course. I mean,
For the first time in our life, say 2005, 2006, Real Madrid in there. Arsenal had a very good team. Thierry Henry is money. But you take these boys, you beat Real Madrid 3-0. Now the same boys we are quite Banabao. Now we'll say Real Madrid. I was a FIFA coach of the year, Onyan Easy, the best coach, to go beat Real Madrid 5-1 on aggregate. Now I need no class, oh, he's still the best.
Almost a cup. I also did trophies. So I
don't belong to that school of thought. Okay. Say ten I go by FA Cup. So we need. Say if Obi build there, Arsenal this second we are. You have been second on 3 consecutive occasions.
Yeah.
And you say a Carabao captain way. Now wait, someone in him. He's in the semi-finals of the Champions League. In the entire history of Arsenal, I just say I got semi-final 5.
I got 3. Third one.
A third account. And he's going to the finals.
You think you go to the final?
Defenders of that PSG. PSG player back open in home. Say Kvaratskhelia or something. You be in a film. No, Arsenal winning the Champions League. Me can last time I go to Manchester. We are winning the Champions League this year. We will win the Champions League. No, you better say PSG. You don't know where you are going to play. We will beat PSG home and away. Is that the Real Madrid? No.
Okay.
Then go to the finals.
Okay.
Oh,
Mema
come before Real Madrid. Yes. I told everybody say we will beat Real Madrid.
Oh, Real Madrid,
team yeah. Share apart from Inter Milan. Arsenal is the best defensive team in the Champions League.
Yeah.
And we have scored goals more than any team.
Yeah.
You say goals is easy. 7-5. You call Porto share 5. You have Portugal. You share 7 on Holland. Then Arsenal need to be right. Who need them? Today in Europe, no team is better than Arsenal. Forget about the league. The Champions League is better than the league. That's why we are concentrating there. Okay. You win the Champions League.
Okay. Well, sometime Otuo Acheampong and thanks so much for watching the BKB show. And Milan and the show free.
Nice place.
Yeah, very nice place. So probably hang out weekend and then you maybe a DD now. No, don't forget to Milan is the place to be. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to say perfect print. Etaichi and the Jumedino. Sanso. Sanso the top tier study abroad. One person to Kwamon. The question at the end here, Omon now say, will contact your nanny BBR and Steeman Heights. And so I come home and Yadi Jumedino, Yadi Back. The bright can go to the everyone. I had you see.